I did that through a voice that is hurting so bad because I did what? Threw up all over last night. Find out more on this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds.
We're talking about good places to eat in LA. We're talking about how to best throw up in a bar with your friends there. We're talking about
Still haven't. None of them checked on me.
Well, it shows how you feel, how they feel.
I think they knew something was up the way I ran.
We're talking about hosting a hungry hole at your house. You ever say that 3 times fast?
Hosting a hungry hole at your house. Hosting a hungry hole at your house. Hosting a hungry hole at your house. Ooh, the last one almost got me.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We care about you.
We care about you.
Make
and
sure
you're
to vote.
so... Julia! Did it.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy Seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213.
You know it.
536. Oh,
Okay.
You're just doing like a thing.
I'm doing the ad-libs.
9180. Our email is
Tell
30secondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you some you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper, Meatball, and that's big.
What's the first thing you said to me when you logged online?
I said, I can see the tub. You've rearranged your apartment.
What's the next thing you said?
I threw up at the Eagle last night.
Yeah, tell me about it, stud.
So what happened was we had a beautiful evening planned.
Who's we?
Me and my pool friends
Mm.
that hate when I talk about them on here. Hate it.
Seen a lot of pictures of them.
They hate when
I'm hanging out with one of them on Sunday.
Well, that's unless you cancel on him for the 3rd time. Oh, baby, I got you, bitch.
No,
So
he
anyway.
canceled on me.
So he's a liar as well.
I gotta look at the texts.
Yes, check the text. Go back to the text, as they would say in theater. When you
Yeah,
can't
it all
figure
comes down to the text.
Okay, so we have all decided that we think.
I was sick. That was the last time I was sick.
And I'm sick. I was sick yesterday, which is what I think kind of led to this. I had been kind of not feeling well for the past couple days. And they said, Drag Race All-Stars really isn't hitting. So instead of watching it in the pool, why don't we go to this like early drag show? And it was called something like Drag for Busy People. And the show was from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's
So we
like
were
your
like-
idea.
I know, that was like my exact idea. So we went and it was wonderful. And I had a couple cocktails and I was like, I'm going to go home because I'm like leaving for Palm Springs tomorrow. And then they were all like, let's go to a second location. And I was like, okay. And then they were like, let's go to a third location. And I was like, okay. And the third location was the Eagle. And by that point, I did not need to be drinking anymore.
Tell me where
back
the
on
first
my-
location was.
First location was Can't remember. It was just like some restaurant over by Los Globos.
That has the bar or has the drag
That has
show.
the drag show. It's like a seated restaurant, but it's outdoor. It's really pretty.
El Cid
No.
in Silver Lake.
It's like you're gonna make me look it up.
Well,
Everyone's
no,
gonna
I'm
be all
curious
mad
because I
while they're
like
waiting.
the idea of the early drag show. You know what I mean?
De Buena Planta.
Okay. The Good Plant.
The Good Plant, full of plants. It's like it's right across the street from that horrifying intersection where Silver Lake like goes up and then there's that bridge.
Oh, right by
there's-
where El Cafe Tropical used to be.
Maybe it's the old Cafe Tropical.
Where we
Everyone
had dinner
kept-
that one night when you stepped on a rat. That
Yes,
intersection.
we went. Okay, so when we were on the way to the second location, we walked by the rat stepping spot, and I go, "That's that one. That's where I stepped on a rat and then just left my shoes here." And they all laughed at me. And so then we went to
They laughed with you.
Silver Lake Lounge, and we sat outside on the patio back there because it's like cute.
Okay.
And then we went
I really
to
don't
the
know Silver
Eagle.
Lake. Let me ask you a question. I want to
It's-
get to the vomit, but you know me. I like to dissect and understand.
you know it'll be very fun.
What?
Well, no, you go, because then it ends with me. It ends. Okay.
You just told yourself your own joke. My question is like, how much did you spend at the drag show?
$40,
And then
and then
at the Silver Lake
$10 in
Lounge?
tips.
Okay.
That drink was like 15, 20, but then I bought a round for like 3 of us, so it was like maybe $60.
Okay. And then at the third location was the Eagle? Or the third
Yeah.
location was
Third
somewhere
location
else?
was the Eagle, and
Can't remember.
third location was the Eagle, and I didn't pay for any of my drinks.
Okay, great. I'm just trying to like, sometimes people say like, "Oh yeah, we did this and blah blah blah," and I'm like, "God, that costs so much money." And then
I
I
spent
think
about
about like
$100.
what you just said out loud was over 100. So I just want to
That's
clock,
60 plus 40.
but $10 in tips, so that's 110.
Well, tipping the drag queens doesn't count.
It is this drag queen math. I mean, it is money that
Well,
comes
no,
out
it's
of your
because I have
pocket.
loose dollar bills everywhere.
They're falling out of everywhere. They're
No,
falling
they're
from
just,
the
like, they're
ceiling.
literally all over the floor.
Loose
These
dollar
don't count.
bills.
This is fake money.
This is not real. This is that Go-Go Box Stars competition where they give the fake dollars.
Yeah, basically. So anyway,
Okay.
I spent about $100.
It's like what I spend when I order a smash burger to the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you spend more on sitting at home eating
Not
dinner alone.
more. I'm just equating it. You have a night out. I have a night in.
But here's the thing: is I've been trying to take care of my pancreas, so I've been, back on the juice scene.
Well, you've been talking about trying to take care of your pancreas.
Well, for the last week, I have been.
Okay, slay, bitch. I'm proud of you.
I've been on the juicing, so I was drinking like I was eating like I was before. Drinking like I eat, like I drinking like I chicken, like I.
I was drinking like I eat it, and I eat it like I drink it, and I drink
So
it
the
like I don't
alcohol
have a
all
sick,
hit me
sick
really
pancreas.
fast, and so we were just sitting there and we were having a wonderful time, and just something came over me, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm
Something
about
has
to
changed within
fucking
me.
vomit!" And so I just got up and turned to my friends and I went, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick," and went to the bathroom.
Which one?
Well, I went to the back one and I used my local celebrity to go, I have to get in there before you go in there. I'm sorry. Like, cut the line. I cut the
Because
line.
there's
to the
always a
back.
big line.
There's always a huge line for that bathroom. Everyone's waiting to do drugs. And I looked at this person. I was like, how bad do you have to go? Because I feel like I'm going to throw up. And the guy was like, what? And I go, I have to get in there before you. And he was like, love the pod. And I was like, great. And then
I was waiting for when the celebrity.
and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to vomit. And so the person comes out and I barrel through, basically knocking them over. And just the door didn't even lock behind me. Like, it didn't even swing closed before it like released out of me. And it was just all liquid everywhere, like just a fountain out of me, and it was like frothy. And so then I was like super embarrassed, and I didn't have any gum, and so I didn't even say goodbye to my friends. I just like walked out the front door. But guess who I fucking run into as I'm trying to make Meatball's great escape?
Well, can I, before we get to the headline here, how'd you clean up that bathroom? Did you get it all in the toilet?
I had to.
'Cause there's
Yeah,
no real
all
paper
pretty much
towels
ended
in
up
there.
in the toilet, and then there's never paper towels, and there's
You had to
barely
use
any
toilet
toilet
paper.
paper. I had to use the toilet paper, and I did this. Well, okay, I wrapped it around my flat hand
To make a
it
glove.
thick, and then I wiped the seat, and then I threw it in. But it all got in the toilet.
Did some come out your nose? That's
Yes.
the worst.
And it stank. It burned, and so I was doing Meatball's
Making
Great
your way.
Escape, and I ran into none other than our trainer, Mark Burns. And I had the breath of the hottest demon.
And did he snap back?
I
Did
think
he react?
no, he didn't react, but we like talked for a second, and then I was like, that text you sent me was a threat. And then we like talked, I met his friend, and then I was like, I have to go. And then I walked outside and I was like, I'm too drunk to drive. And so then I had to walk like 2-3 blocks. I basically walked up to Akbar to call an Uber.
Because you just wanted to walk a little bit, or were you
I
thinking
needed to
you were going to walk home?
Well, I kept on thinking I was going to keep vomiting, and I was like, I can't
Get
immediately
in the
get into the
cab.
Uber and then vomit all over it. So
Uber
I had to like
Galère.
walk a little bit to like see where I was at. And part of me was like, you should just walk home. You should walk this off.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a lovely walk. Would have been a hefty walk, but a lovely walk.
It's the hill. It's the hill.
Which hill?
Hillhurst. Going anything up to Los Feliz from down there. You have to go kind of up.
Oh, I guess Hillhurst is like a slow, gradual hill
Yeah.
the whole way.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
Oh, that's why it's called Hillhurst. Anyway,
That's what it's called,
Um,
Hillhurst.
that's what I did.
I
and I-
have yeah, sorry, keep going.
And I have to go to
Yeah, what are you doing this weekend?
going shopping in Palm Springs again.
Just for Knickknacks.
Just for the day. I don't have everyone else already has like Memorial Day plans and things going on this weekend, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to be going to the beach. That doesn't seem like something I want to do. And it's so gloomy. I was like, I'll just go shopping. Everyone's going to have a sale
already.
No, I think I'm just going to come back tonight.
Oof. I'm bad at long distance driving, and I know that if you time it right, you're gonna say your car drives yourself. Wink, wink. I know that if you time it right, like from my house, I have gotten to Palm Springs in 85 or 90 minutes. You know, which is like
I also think that
a phone call
depending
and a
on
podcast.
How long I stay there or how late I am, I do use the app Hotel Tonight.
Me too.
And that's a great way to get a cheap room.
But
and
it is a holiday weekend and everyone is going because it's Desertopia.
I know, but the Motel 6 has still got rooms available.
But they jack up their room. Do you know that during Coachella that Motel 6 is $800? Do you know that?
Oh, maybe I won't go to Palm Springs today. I am going next weekend for like a full weekend.
I encourage you to go. And you know what? I encourage you to go see that masseur that you see on the way out there. I encourage you to hop on.
Oh, I should hit him up.
Little sniffy zap. Get your dick wet. I support you. I have kind of a wild story, but I think we should take a break and then I'll tell it in the next bit, if that's cool with you.
I want to see Death Becomes Her on Broadway. Or Broadway in Chicago. We'll be right back after this.
Well, it's in preview, so it'll eventually go to Broadway, fingers crossed. You think you're just going to go to Chicago and see it now?
I don't have right now. My schedule is so booked out. Like I don't have the free time. Literally this weekend and next weekend, it's the last 2 weekends that I'm not doing something for
until like August, right?
Till after Fat Slut in October.
Okay, bitch. I hope you made room for the pod.
Well, I will not be recording next Tuesday, and we'll talk about that later.
Oh,
good. We'll be right back after this break.
if you love to shop, listen up. Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima Cotton.
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either. And if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
Hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
And we're back.
We're back.
So
tell me a story.
Okay. Should I weave you a tale? I'm a little upset. I'm sort of torn about telling this story because it feels like a failure, but I do want to be honest about it. So you joke about this all the time, and this was sort of the scenario that we ran into where I tell a story one time. I do this to you as well. You tell a story one time, and then you and I sort of identify it as habitual behavior.
Who's this about, me or you?
This one's about me, but you say like, oh, he always has parties at his house where he has a guy on a fuck bench and all these people. It happened one time, and the goal is to have it happen more times.
Oh, you make it sound like it happens more often than that.
Nope, I only talked about it the one time that it happened. And
I'm so sure, Gina.
Every time you bring it up, you're like, you know what he always does? He always gets these slutty bottoms over here and hoards them out at his house. The goal is that. I want that to be the case, but it only happened the one time. So last night was the second time that it was meant to happen. And I had hit up 5 guys who all confirmed.
Love Five Guys. They fry their french fries in peanut butter. No, peanut oil. Sorry, continue.
So I had hit up these 5 guys. I would say 4 of them were like sure thing. One of them was a maybe. The other one, I felt confident enough to have set the time, sent everyone the details, and been like, this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday comes around and it's like, oh, my husband made dinner plans, so I can't come anymore. Thursday comes around. Oh, actually, I totally blanked that this weekend is when we're going out of town for whatever. Like, a Friday of a holiday weekend is really tricky.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was a holiday weekend. I never have any sense of when the big national holidays are.
And people really like to just make this weekend so special because you get one extra day.
Well, and then everyone's like, well, I think I can squeak out of work early on Friday. So it's sort of like a 3.5 day week. It's like, we don't get it as much because we don't work regular jobs. Because we can like take a Wednesday.
Maybe this whole week has been a weekend.
Well, for you. So anyhow, basically, this sort of core group of people who were all going to come fuck my friend backed out in the 24 hours before it. So I got on Sniffies and I like made a group, but my friend was like, he is a certain type and he likes more berry guys. And I was like, well, do you want me to be really discerning or do you just want dick up your ass? And he was like, I'll just wear a hood, bring whoever over, they can fuck me. So I spend like 2 days on Sniffies. Like, Thursday I start to get the trickling in of the information and I'm like, okay, I'm setting up a Sniffies group and I'm on there and I'm like making the group. And I'm just it's not willy-nilly, but I am inviting guys who like want to come over and fuck him. And I have his permission to like share his, ass photos and like identify him. Oh, it's this guy on the app. You can check him out, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like inviting guys to my house. I thought we were going to have 8 people. There were 8 people that I was messaging with who had the information, who told me I'm on my way, who are leaving, who are, the whole thing. 2 people ended up showing up. The first one came an hour late. The next one I recruited while the other guy was in the room, and he showed up 10 minutes after I got him there. Both of them couldn't get hard. Neither of them fucked him. They just like ate his ass and like liked what was happening in the room. But they were like, where is everyone? I'm like, you showed up an hour late. Who are you talking about? Where is everybody? It is hard to wrangle tops. You look shocked by this whole conversation.
Yeah, because I feel like if the situation is set up like that, people should just show up. Like, how hard is it to just, well, you know what it is? It's like they're horny the day of, and then 6 o'clock rolls around and they're like, oh, I already jerked off.
I'm tired, or traffic is bad. Why did you start it at 7? Well, because the 4 original guys who are coming were like, I have to go somewhere at night. If you do it at 8 o'clock, that eats into when I need to get to the bar.
What time do they want to do it at like 2 a.m. or something?
No, I said, he was like, can you do it earlier? I was like, how about 7 to 9 instead of 8 to 10? And he was like, that works perfect. I can come from 7 to like 8:30, and then I can go out to the bar with my friends that I already had plans with. Like, it was just trying to accommodate. So I am so impressed and the friend who I put up on that fuck bench and hoard out, that man is hot. He has a crazy good body. He is like many people's ideal physical specimen. And I was like, why are people not jumping at the chance to come over and fuck him? So it's a couple things. 1, I think it's Friday night. 2, I think...
Can't throw a sex group on Friday night. Everyone knows that.
2, I think the type of people who just want to show up for like I don't know who else is going to be at the group type of sniffies, come and dump, play group, whatever. They are doing that at midnight and 1 a.m. Like, it's those more sort of wild, adventurous people, right?
My come dump neighbor, he's got people coming in and out all day, all night.
Well, that's the other thing is like the stamina. Some of these cum dumps are like, they set out there like, well, Friday will be a day for a 12-hour stretch of time. I won't be eating. My hole will be ready. And I'll just stay on my phone and collect as much dick as possible. My friend is not like that. He's like, we'll identify an amount of time. So I'm a little discouraged. I also think the location.
Why don't you go ahead and send me a picture of this friend?
Well, had you been on Sniffies, you would have seen, but you blocked me, bitch.
Yeah, I blocked you. Yes.
I'm glad you did.
I block anybody. If I know you in real life, baby, block.
So.
And I hope you do the same for me.
Black. So then my last thing is, I think, location. I'm pretty far out, and I think if we were doing something closer to WeHo or Hollywood or Silver Lake, there would just be a more condensed version, or a more concentrated like applicant pool.
Yeah, what's wrong with the applicant pool near you?
I think there's just literally less people. I think, especially on Sniffies. And
here's that little airplane and fly on over.
Here's what I will say. Had all the guys that I texted in my phone to come who expressed interest and said, yes, I will be there. Or I'm sorry, who expressed interest but sent their regrets. What do they say? RSVP? Respondez-vous, si vous plaît? Regrets? Confirmation?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. You're kind of in like a desert.
So,
there's people.
There's people, but I think if all the guys I had texted and who I know personally were available, it would have been lovely. It would have been a great group of like 6 or 8 of us.
You sucked this guy off yet?
Tried. Won't respond. A lot of those guys don't like fatties.
Oh, yeah. Because he's keeping it tight. He doesn't want to fuck a fatty. He's 60.
I know, but I'm like, it's just my mouth.
But his thing is seeking clean, fit, college-age guys.
This is what I mean. So I wasn't like...
Clean? Are we still doing that?
Well, I think he means like showered.
Oh.
So I don't know what else to say. I'm disappointed that happened, but at the same time, I think I've learned something and I will do better in the future. This is my goal. And if anyone has any tips, because the other
I
thing
think
is,
this is a drag queen.
I don't know that that's a drag queen.
Well, look, they don't have eyebrows.
They could just be punk. According to Trixie and Violet, that isn't a drag queen because she has a beard. Inflammatory.
Yeah, they did say that, huh?
So to round out my thing about the sex parties is this is my goal. I would love to have like a Rolodex. That's a dated term. Like an email list or a text thread.
Rolodex, I hate. It's me. Bianca Del Rio. Bop, bop, bop. Bitch, I hate you.
You said Branca Del Rio. You said her name in 2 syllables. I would like to have a list of like 50 tops who like to fuck that I can sort of message and say, hey, this is the kind of bottom I have available at my place. Come fuck him. Like, that would be my dream. Do you think that was your dream ever?
That's my dream. You know, Dream Girls? That's my dream. No, I don't want a Rolodex of 50 men to come fuck me. I need a good solid 5 friends.
You didn't listen. They're not coming to fuck me. I want to be able to organize. I want to be able to provide for.
You do that. You
for
do
bottoms.
that.
No.
You do that. You have a
Last
whole
night
event.
It failed though. I don't have any of those
Drain
people.
your nut.
Those are
you
people.
throw sex parties. Your need to be in the proximity of sex is wild. You throw a full event where you have to be there to like sit at your little computer at the front door, just knowing that everyone's having sex around you. And then at your house, you have to invite people over to fuck someone next to you. And you just watch. What's that about? Let's talk about that.
When the group happens, I participate. Last night I didn't because no one was here.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Should I say, let's talk about why you make people eat disgusting food in front of you? Let's talk about that.
Because I like to humiliate people.
There you go. And I like to have people have pleasure around me.
Huh.
So listen, if you're a listener, and
this is what you're doing. The whole reason was so you get a little call out going, get some tops on your way over to your house.
And or if you're a listener and you are a person who keeps a little list of tops, or you know someone who does this, I will take any hints on how to develop this because I have tried. I have worked hard. I have a growing list, but a lot of those guys, like, I don't know what it is. I'm like, if I'm presenting ass on a platter, why don't you want to come fuck it? I guess I need to ask them.
You should ask them, but I think what you said, I think it's time, location. Maybe it's location. I mean, if they're all the way in like WeHo or Silver Lake or something, to get to you is about 30 minutes.
Maybe I should
to
do
us
it in
isn't that big
North
of a deal.
Hollywood.
Yeah, just do it at the studio.
No. I could do it in a hotel room in North Hollywood. Because also a lot of those hotels in North Hollywood have parking lots.
Oh yeah, street parking is
street
like
parking can be hard. So, anyways, I don't know. I don't know what to say. My apologies to my friend. We ended up just getting food and watching a movie. It was sad.
What'd you get to eat?
And he's like an Adonis. Wingstop.
Can you send me a picture of this man?
You've seen him.
Do I know him?
I don't know that you know him, and I don't know that you've ever seen him with me, but you've seen him because y'all have been in the same place before. Ooh, this is a fun mystery. All right, you were going to say something else, I think.
Oh, I'm
just trying to be vulnerable because I had a failed sex party last night, and that sucks.
Yeah, it really does suck. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Also, if you're in San Diego, we're bringing Drain Your Nut there the first weekend of August.
Ah!
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember. I guess let's just go to a break. Oh, I do remember.
Okay,
This
good.
guy. Okay, so I. Nah, it's not worth it. Let's just go to a break. And we're back. Not bad for a bitch that puked her brains out.
Do you still smell it in your nostrils?
No, but there's like a burning in my throat.
Okay, the worst thing about throwing up, which I do love throwing up because to me it solves the problem. Right
Oh,
away.
you know what's the worst? You know what's the worst thing about throwing up? Sorry
You
to
tell
cut
me
you
yours
off, but I'm going to
first.
tell you mine. Was when it comes out of your nose
Mhm.
and then you can't breathe because
Uh-huh.
you're throwing up and then you're like trying to catch your breath and you're like and you feel like you're going to fucking die
Yeah.
in the Eagle bathroom. And then you go, is this how I die? Throwing up fucking pressed juices in the Eagle bathroom.
Oh, it was all green too.
It was all, those green juices. I love them.
So mine is the same thing. It's about the nose, but the worst for me is when you throw up and there's a chunk and it gets stuck in that pipe that's like sort of like you don't know if it's the back of your throat or the top of your nose.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes a while, and then eventually you can sort of like plug one nostril with a finger and snot rocket it out, but it's a fresh scent of the vomit smell that like coats your whole nostril again, and a chunk comes out. Or if it's stuck in the deep back of your throat and you have to hawk it up like a loogie because it's just there.
No, catch this.
Chunk of pizza.
Chunk of pizza. No, well, no. But what about this? A little piece gets stuck up between your nose and your throat.
On the way to the eye.
And it drains down. And then you taste it again and you're like, do I swallow this or spit it?
Depends on where you are.
When you're walking home. Well, nothing really. It was all juice. So it was just liquid. Which is why it was like so. It was like a pressurized hose. It was like. I kept thinking like, this looks like a cartoon of someone vomiting.
Do you remember that movie Problem Child?
Is that the one where he's like got the little red devil outfit on?
Maybe. But there's like a projectile vomit maybe it's Problem Child 2. There's a projectile vomit sequence where they are on the tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah, Problem Child, he's got that little devil outfit.
Yeah. Look up Problem Child tilt-a-whirl and see what you see over there.
Problem Child 2 vomit scene. He's
because
putting it on
it's the one where they
he's
all
putting
have
it on
like,
high voltage, smiles at the camera, walks away. They are on a tilt-a-whirl.
And then it's the
and
thing
of course everyone that's throwing up is a fat person because that's funny.
And it's is it not?
What?
Funny?
I'm saying that like it's not. It's just
No, I know, but now I'm calling your bluff and saying, is it not funny?
It's not. Oh God, yeah, that's what. No, it's too fresh,
Because it's like,
why was it yogurt?
Well, it's the thing where they run the hose up the end of your sleeve, and then you just go like, you have to like aim it. That's the thing in bad movies with the vomit is like you can kind of see their hand like cupping the hose, and like they're like,
or they like tape it to the side of their face, and then they just go.
Yeah, big wide mouth open. All right, I have some voicemails.
What's your hangover food? No, more question. What's your hangover?
Haven't had a
food?
drink of alcohol in 12 years, and before
But
that, never had a hangover.
Well, I don't. Frankly, I don't have a hangover. I'm just hungry right now, and I'm like.
I guess mine would be a breakfast.
Maybe
sandwich.
I was up at 8 a.m. like walking around. I was like, should I throw up every time?
Why are you acting like I'm accusing you of something?
Because you looked around your newly arranged room like you were like, oh.
Well, they don't think that is.
Who's they?
Imagine if I had 3
Your
people on the
bottom?
couch.
Was it Brogan?
Oh, he's so hot.
He's so hot. Was that your bottom?
Hey, Flops. So,
It was!
weird things
First
have happened
guess!
to me. I was on Sniffy's, kind of just scrolling around, seeing what was going on. and I clicked on the little icon to look at the ads that were posted, and there was one that I looked and like the preview picture of the profile is really small, right? And it looked familiar for some reason, so I was like, what is this? So I click on it to look at his profile. Some guy was using a picture of my dick as his profile picture.
Ooh.
And like distinctly mine because it has my comforter in the background. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I started looking at his profile a little bit closer and realized that this was some guy I had talked to like a month ago who was being kind of really pushy about meeting up, even though I said like, I'm at work, I can't really do it right now, and just would get offended if I didn't respond. So I said, look, maybe just not right now, it's not in the cards, whatever. But like, what do I do? What is one supposed to do when you see somebody catfishing with a picture of your own dick? Like, call them out? I'm just flabbergasted. Thoughts? Goodbye.
Yeah, baby, call them out. I'd be right up in those messages being like, excuse me.
I
I'm
don't
sorry
know.
that you wanted to meet up and it didn't work out, but you can't go around using my pictures.
Right. And then be prepared for a person like that to block you, like immediately once they're called out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it might be totally viable for you to, I don't really know the ins and outs of sniffies, but I feel like you could report it, but
I was
I
going
don't
to say
really
report it first and then say, hey, you're
Yeah.
using pictures of me.
But I also don't know, like, because on Scruff or Grinder or any of those other apps, like, there's face pics that are like almost at this point on Scruff. I don't think you can just have a torso pic, can you? It's like all face pics
I don't know.
now.
I don't use those apps.
I'm just a Sniffies girl.
I'm just a snippy.
Are you face on Sniffies?
No.
Oh, I'm full face. It just says like me, and then it says cocksucker.
I should do that because a lot of times I'll send my face and they'll be like, "Oh, meatball," and I'll be like, "Yes," and then
That's why I started doing
and then they block me.
Oh, I thought you would block them.
No,
because you'll make out with them and give them your phone number.
regret. Get a couple double texts,
Get a couple double texts?
triple texts.
What did it say?
It's just a lot. I don't.
Hey,
wanna
how you
get
doing?
into
How
it.
you been? You tasted
Yeah.
like vomit when we made out. Let's hang out.
Next call.
They were like, "Can I take you out for hangover food?"
My hangover food of choice, because you didn't ask, was it's a lox bagel. It's like a fully loaded lox cream cheese bagel.
fully loaded.
Yeah, I want the capers, I want tomatoes, I want cucumber, I want
Capers.
red onions.
Then you smell like onion for the rest of the day.
That's fine by me, baby. I'm full. Well, usually when I'm hungover, I'm not doing anything until later that night.
When you will still smell like onion.
No, you won't, baby. You shower, you brush your teeth twice at that point.
I would block them. I'm sorry. I would report them and then direct message them and be like, "Why are you using my dick? You just jealous because you couldn't taste it?"
Someone just told me a story last night. They were like, yeah, someone was using my cum shot video
Oh,
and saying that it was them. And I was like, well, what did you do? And he was like, I used to share those everywhere. Like, it's going to just happen.
yeah.
Sometimes, though, I'll see people on Sniffies and I'll be like, that's the exact same photo that this other person was using. And I don't know, like, so you're both fake and you're just out here to, like, collect images.
Also, I hate this. Like, I have my body type. I have my body type listed as chubby on Sniffies.
Oh, don't be so rude. Yeah, I have my body as chubby too.
Yeah, it's not rude. It's chubby. I've had other people be like, "Oh, well, you're like muscular." I'm like, I have some muscle on my body, but I am a chubby fat person. Like, that's what my body is. Very aware that that's what it is.
You ever lift that
have
belly up?
I have a
drop it on their
huge
back?
belly. Yes, all the time.
Mine's not big enough to do that.
That's not true. When I tell you that there was a man,
I guess my dick sticks out further than that then?
that what?
Than my belly?
Sure. But that doesn't mean you still can't rest it on top of their butt when you're fucking them.
I'll see later today. I'll try it out.
Yeah, try to get it on the cheek. Like on the top part of the cheek. They have to be doing doggy or bent over. And you slide in them, and then you just sort of rest it on top. Because riddle me this: you can get your hands under your belly. It's not. I don't want to say there's an apron, but there's a curve there, right?
Yes.
Like you can set your hands on the front of your belly, and then you can go under the belly.
Yeah, but not sure when I'm standing up that's well, seated. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. I'll let you know. I'll let you know Friday.
Because it also feels nice because you feel like you're like, oh, I got in deeper.
But
Maybe
my belly has never gotten in the way.
Maybe you have more space between your dick and where your belly
I have more
starts.
space.
Because I think
And
my
I
belly...
don't have like a fupa. Like a chubby area. Like it's pretty normal down there.
Okay.
I know you got to do that press.
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it gets pressed when I'm fucking.
Now, I saw someone whose penis was like an inch, and then he like pushed, and it was like a full 6-incher came out.
Yeah.
Nowhere. I was like, damn, you fuck with that? He was like, can't.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess like having to do the pressing while you're
do the press
doesn't work.
But you can do the press while you're sucking dick. Why not? You said you like dicks of all sizes.
I do.
Go off, sis. Did you answer this question?
Yes, we just answered it. We said report him and then message him.
I played the new voicemail.
Oh.
Hi, you sloppy little fucks, you dirty little fucks. That's Big Dipper and that's Meatball. I have a is that gay question?
Wait, what was the second call? Sorry, stop.
And
stop.
this boy or man.
No, there was no second call. I was just fucking with you. We went from the sniffies to that. The reason I said my body I say is chubby is I had some man message me who like literally had like muscular fit in his like profile, and then he sent me photos, and he was like a 6-year-old man who probably has not. I mean, maybe goes for walks and has like physical fitness, but like has not worked out. Like is just sort of like a 6-year-old man with sort of like a lumpy torso and like saggy, like, which is a body that I have definitely fucked around with a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you listed it as fit and muscular. Just go average, mama.
Say average. Say 60-year-old average.
Like, because that's what you're giving. The catfishing thing I just don't get. Anyway.
The catfishing thing never made sense to me, but go on, sis.
8 years old. Wants to hook up. And he's a bottom. I'm a top. And just for description, it doesn't matter. Latin twink. He's a twunk, muscly bottom. And he's white. And he lives less than 5 minutes away, which is like 2 blocks down from Chicago. So it's 2 blocks away from me. He wants me to pick him up, even though I told him I don't have a car. We haven't even exchanged names. And he wants me to to his house and then walk him back to my house. The fuck is that? And he's fully capable of hosting. So why the fuck would I do that? Am I an asshole for not wanting to and telling him just come over, or should I just go over? He wants to come to my house, but he wants me to go to his house and then walk him back to my house like he's some old geriatric man. I don't fucking know. Is that gay?
Average. He wants
This is
to.
interesting
He's
to me.
28 years old. He says
Yeah.
that's odd behavior for a 28-year-old, but it's clear that he wants to see you and interact with you before he has sex with you. Right? That's the only reason you would be like, "Come meet me outside and let's walk together."
Yes.
It's to, like, size up the fucking competition.
Right.
Something's off. I wouldn't do this. I
If
would
you're
not take
saying
part in
he's a
this.
couple blocks away and he wants you to walk down there, but you're not, I would understand if you guys met on like a dating app and you were going on a date, and if like the restaurant was closer to you, but he's the bottom
Adam.
and he thinks in a certain way, he would be like, why don't you walk down here, pick me up, and then we can walk to the restaurant together? I could at least understand that thinking, because he's thinking,
Oh, you think because he's the bottom, he's the lady?
no, I think because he did the prep work and he's going to give it up, that you
Oh.
should come pick him up at the house and then stroll with him to the restaurant or whatever.
Yeah. I say just meet at the restaurant. That's always so uncomfortable.
Me too, because I'm like,
It's
what
clear
if you
that
don't-
he wants to meet you beforehand. That's 100% what he's up to.
why the walk
But
me
why
home
the walk
after?
walk me home after? Is he like afraid of the neighborhood? Do you live in a rough neighborhood?
But he essentially lives in the same neighborhood.
2 blocks away. I don't know. 2 blocks can change a man.
Girly pop.
Yeah, hey, I'd say if it makes you uncomfortable, do not interact, or just be like, that sounds great. No, I'm not going to do that. If you want a bottom for me, just come over, or I can come to your house.
Yeah, also, if he's fully capable of hosting, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, if I'm going to bottom, I'd rather do it in my own home. Also, I
Hi,
just want to
suck.
say, sorry, I
Yeah.
received a text message this morning from someone who I have been bottomed for, and they said, "I love your tight hole," and I didn't lie. It's tight. So
So they listen to the pod.
they listen to the pod. So you can suck it, Miss Luscious Massacre. My hole is tight and yours is not.
I didn't really understand that argument, but it just felt like two bottoms talking, so I let it alone.
Hi, fucks. So I am in the midst of a lovely little vacation, and I'm in Copenhagen, and I met this guy who's Brazilian, and he's super sexy. So we just met up, and I'm literally leaving because we had sex for 3 rounds,
Oof.
4 rounds, and he came so much every single time, and I just like was shocked because I was like, I don't know, I just like made a comment about it because I was like, oh wow, that's like a lot. And he goes, yeah, my friends call me a revolver because it takes 6 rounds before I start shooting blanks. And then he winks. And then I was like, I have to go. Is that gay? Anyway, goodbye.
6
I
rounds.
would have stayed. I would have been like, if we've only done 3, baby, I'm at least going to suck 2 of them out of you.
Jesus.
6 rounds is
that is-
crazy. I haven't done that since I was in my 20s,
I know.
which was only 5 years ago.
I had a similar experience when I was in. Did he say Copenhagen?
Yeah. Boom, boom.
He didn't say the same thing.
He
to
says
me, but-
he says he's a Brazilian in
no.
Copenhagen.
This was a.
Odd
he was-
for a Brazilian.
I
to
think
be in
he was
Germany.
Iraqi in Copenhagen. But we ended up fucking
Could be
at
beef.
least 5 times over the course of a day. We like hooked up in the afternoon, then I had to go somewhere,
Well,
and then he
this
like
guy's
came
a
back
top.
later. What?
This guy's a top.
Who is?
The one who said I got a revolver.
Yeah. Oh, my guy was a bottom.
Your guy was a bottom.
So then it was me. I'm the revolver. But I just remember like that thing of like vacation dick where you like meet a stranger and they're so hot and then you're like, we'll just like keep going for
Oh,
it
yeah.
as much as we can. That's like
Oh,
really
yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah. one time, we did it like 3 times, went to bed, and then in the middle of the night, I was like,
He rolled you over.
no, I kind of
Wriggled on top
I
of it.
wiggled my booty over there, and I said, "You gonna get in here or what?" Next call.
He's tight.
It's so tight. Yeah, I'll send you the
Hi. I recently told my straight male friend that I had a dream about him wherein he bragged about the size of his dick, and I asked him to see it. He whipped it out. It was average and kind of like ugly and deformed. And for some reason, I went to grab it anyway. And when I went to grab it, it receded into this weird, like, 2-inch nub thing. But he was still extremely proud of his dick, as it was. And I told him about this, and I haven't heard anything back. Thoughts?
When I pulled this voicemail, I
You
missed
leave
the
your straight friends alone.
I missed the part where it said I recently had a dream. I thought the story was real. I thought the story was my straight friend brags about his dick all the time and he pulled it out and it was average and weird looking. But now what it is it sounds like harassment
you had a dream,
on your
and then you
part.
sexually harassed your friend.
Oh, fuck.
We have to leave straight people alone.
I mean, that's the truth. Stop saying those things to your friend. You made it weird. And
You made it
uncomfortable.
weird. I don't understand why you're like, what do I do now? Baby, you leave him alone. You'll never see that
Maybe
man
go
again.
find some gay people to hang out with to be
And
disgusting.
tell
with.
them. And tell them.
Run
you ever
and
had
tell that.
that? Have you ever told your straight friends about their dick dreams?
I've never had dick dreams about my straight friends. I've definitely had romantic dreams about my straight friends in high school, in particular, high school and college. Oh my God. Did you ever have like the most annoying love crush on a straight guy in college or high school?
Oh,
It's so embarrassing.
And then, and also the worst part is I think that looking back, they knew and they liked the attention.
Oh, 100%. It would
And
be
so
like,
they would like lead me on.
all of us would hang out and we're gonna watch a movie. Where are you gonna sit? Right next to me so our legs are touching and you can see how nervous I'm getting.
And then you'll put your hand on my leg when you laugh and you'll squeeze my thigh.
And then you'll feed me your dick in the bathroom and then close your eyes real hard.
And think about Karen.
Not Karen.
Hey Divas, so I am coming
Whoa.
in on a work conference the first week of June, which also corresponds with, I found out LA Pride, so I have a question. What events should I try to stay away from as someone that is pretty new to LA? Where should I go? What should I not do? But most importantly, while I'm there, I'll be staying in downtown. Where do I need to eat? I can travel out a little ways if it's worth it, but where do I need to eat? That's the question. Also, can we get Star Amarasu back on the pod?
Oh, yeah.
We look like
Love
she has
Star.
her finger on the pulse, and we need to hear from her a third or fourth
Does
time.
she still live here?
All right. Goodbye.
Or did she move
Star
back to
is in
Chicago?
grad school. She's in film school. I think maybe in the Bay, but she's like becoming a film director, which is really exciting.
Yeah, she does have her finger on the pulse, honey.
Places
to avoid. West. No, because I've been going out in WeHo recently, and it's not as bad.
This is what I would say. If you're here for a conference, it means you're going to have like limited time, right?
Right.
So I would avoid going to any of the actual Pride events because the rest of the city will be busy too. If you're downtown, no tea, just like go to Precinct on any night that weekend and there'll be a ton of fun people there.
Yes.
You could also, if you're an Eagle person,
The Eagle, Akbar, they might have fun events.
And an Uber to the Eagle or to Akbar in Silver Lake from downtown is like 10 minutes of a car.
Yeah, it's really short. It's 15, I think. But I am hosting.
Okay.
I'm hosting Bears in Space, I think, that weekend. Hold on.
I was going to say Bears in Space or.
Is on Sunday.
The what? June
June
2nd?
9th, I'm hosting Bears in Space, so
That's
he won't
not
be here.
the weekend
Sorry.
they're talking about.
But if you're in LA, come to Bears in Space on June 9th. Restaurants. Here's the thing. I don't eat at a lot of places downtown, but where I do go to is Grand Central Market because
no, it's so bad.
you don't like the crowded aspect, but the food in there is good. Sticky rice is very good. Wexler's Deli, delicious. There's a place called Birds that makes fried chicken and fried chicken sandwiches, delicious. There's a sushi place right next to that. There's a great juice right next to Birds as well. You can go down that strip. There's a Filipino restaurant that it looks like it doesn't belong in there. It's delicious as well, and they have Filipino beer.
Okay. I would also recommend there, if you like diner food or sandwiches, not too far from downtown are a couple of really great places. One
What
is
are
called
those?
Philippe's, which they've been around since 1908, and they make
So
French
you know that kitchen's disgusting.
French dip sandwiches. Classic. It's just like bread
Oh, Cole's downtown is the original French dip.
from
Continue.
when?
1919.
Okay, that's after the date I said.
I wasn't listening to you. I was getting hungry.
And then there's also a breakfast spot right by a park that is not too far. Fuck, what is it called?
Late night eats, I would definitely say hit up LA Cafe or Spring Street Cafe. Just basic diner food, but they're open late. Oh, Joe's Pizza,
Slay.
Garage Pizza.
Garage Pizza is good.
Listen, don't overthink it. Little Dom's.
Yeah, but that's not downtown.
I know, but it's so good.
Yeah, Little Dom's
And
is
if you go to
great.
Akbar, Little Dom's is right there.
And if you want to go to Highland Park, I I recommend a restaurant called Joy.
You represent the Lollipop Guild, baby. I could imagine you being a little tiny person with a red wig and a curl and a
Yeah,
lollipop kicking.
I probably tour. If you like, it's like Taiwanese street food. It's called Joy in Highland Park. Their food
Oh,
is
that's so good.
so good. And then Silver Lake Ramen has a location right across the street in Highland Park, and it's right across from there's a ton of good food on that strip. Anyways, I think you're gonna have a great time. Just don't go to the main Pride events because that'll be too hectic, and you don't need all that in your life.
I'm trying to think of any other restaurants I've eaten at in downtown that are good. Odium. It's like fresh pasta. It's really
Yum.
expensive, but it's good. Trying to think. There's that one. What is that one sushi place? Niku Sushi. It's on Wilshire Boulevard. That place is good, but expensive. Well, he's here for a conference. He's rich. We'll be right back after this break. And we're back. Cheese and crackers.
Hey, Big Dipper and Meatball. It's calling from down under. Just calling to plant a little seed and say you should come down for Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras next year. Meatball, there's lots of skinny mustache twinks in Melbourne. And Big Dipper, there's lots of sick daddies down here who would love to get a piece.
Sick.
You should definitely come down
He's so
under.
thick.
Goodbye!
Now, do you think that accent was real?
No. Well, I do, but I think it's your little friend.
Oh, my little purple thong friend.
Your little purple thong friend.
But he was saying, like, come, yeah, but lives here. Oop. He lives here. He just got his
queen.
He just got his thriving faggot bitch green card, residency.
So he could. I mean, okay. Well, okay. Let's go. I've always wanted to go to Mardi Gras. It seems like it's like a little too. Here's the thing. I think
we started off friends.
I think
You hated
that Mardi Gras. I think that Australia, and don't get mad at me, people, because I was just having this conversation with someone else about going to Berlin, and they were like, "Oh, just be careful because it's kind of fat phobic." And I feel like Australia might be the same way, where it's like,
Yeah, but I've toured down there before and
but
slayed.
you weren't as big as you were now.
Yeah, I mean, 30 or 40 pounds lighter. Still chunk.
My fear is going to like a restaurant and having to like squeeze behind someone's seat, and then you
That's holding you back from traveling
you
to a
lift
whole
your belly,
country.
you lift your belly up, and then drop it on the
And
back of
on
their neck.
the back of their neck and say, "You like how that feels?
You like that?
Why don't
No,
you push down on my fupa so you can see more of my cock?"
Next call.
Have you ever been to Australia?
Australia? No.
That is the one place that I feel like I'm a little more cosmopolitan than you because I've been there a couple times and you've traveled fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I don't
You're
know
over
if I
there
really want to
eating
go hang out
rocks
in
in
a
Egypt. You know what I mean?
prison colony. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
I don't think they. Okay, whatever.
There are a lot of nice people who live down there. Courtney
I'm sure
lives
there are.
there.
I thought she lived.
Are you shitting on Courtney?
No, I love her, and I love that little red wig.
Here's the 2-for-1. I was on Snapchat like a month ago, jerking with this guy, and he does like this cute like peace sign, and then balloons start flying over the screen, and he has no idea what's going on. He thinks it's my birthday. He starts singing me happy birthday with his dick in his hand. This poor bundle of sticks does not realize he has an Apple device, and it's sort of like an Apple thing. Meanwhile, the problem you're having has nothing to do with Zoom. Go to your center stage. That's how you fix it. Goodbye.
Center stage. What is center stage?
So we've had a couple
I'm
of people
so old.
call in and say it's center. Go to your center stage. So I think it might be a setting.
Okay, but how come when I search center stage,
nothing comes up?
Nothing comes up.
See, that's what I did too, because I searched center stage as well.
Wait. So it's saying that it's using center stage. Is center stage that? Does that have to do with like photo booth?
I don't know. What says it's using center stage?
He said he just said it.
Oh, he said go to your center stage.
No, I said go to center stage. He says it's using center stage.
Nope.
I loved that movie, especially at the end where she's in the red dress and she's dancing to that Michael
Here's
Jackson
the 2-for-1.
song.
The problem you're having has nothing to do with Zoom. Go to your center stage. That's how you fix it. Goodbye.
Go to your center stage. That's how you fix it. What does that mean? Use center stage on your iPad or studio display.
I do have a studio. Okay. Start and join a Zoom. Tap the screen and bring meeting. On the top left corner, turn on center stage to enable video tracking. I don't know. I don't care. I love it. I got the fireworks going. Now it's raining.
During a video call on FaceTime or when using video in a compatible app, open Control Center by swiping down. Oh, the Control Center.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I heard a badunk.
Yeah, that's from this other thing.
Oh. She's going to get it today.
The girls know.
The girls all know.
The girls all know. Okay, do you see this? It's saying swipe down here. And there's a center stage option.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not turning it off.
Okay, I'm just saying. That's probably why it doesn't happen for me, because my computer is a couple years old and yours is new. All right. Well, thank you everyone for yelling and screaming at us about that. We're old and don't understand anything. Also, everyone was like, Dipper doesn't have a Mac. He has a cheap computer. He must be calling in from some Android tablet. And I was like, or I just have an older computer. I mean, my computer's 2 years old.
Your computer has it if it's 2 years old.
It doesn't, because I just looked at those functions and I don't have it.
Mine's 2 years old.
No, you just
I bought mine
got a
during
new
the
one.
pandemic.
Hey, Flops. I thought Meatball would have liked the new Charlie XCX song, 360, a little bit more because she's totally paying tribute to the old Wicked riff in it. Just listen. Ooh, wow.
It's like a slant rhyme of the riff.
It's a slant riff. Gay people love her.
I'm so Julia. Oh,
And she means Julia
Fox.
Which is wild. It's just wild that Julia Fox went from like dating Kanye into being like a literal, like a public, like an icon almost.
I agree, but the more you look into her, the more you realize that like she had a fashion line for a while. She is an artist. She acted in a film. Like
She was really good in that movie too.
Right. And she's not just like a person who dated a celebrity and then agrees to go to every red carpet ever. She like makes interesting content. She now has a fashion show with Law Roach on E. Like, I think there's a little more substance. She just wrote a book. Like, I think there's more substance to her than people initially gave her credit. And so I appreciate the sort of rise of her in a way that, like, no tea, I never appreciated with Paris Hilton, but now Paris Hilton has like done a full 360.
What about Kim Kardashian?
Also has done
What
a full
about
360.
Northwest at the Hollywood Bowl last night?
One of my favorite songs, Butchered by a Child.
I texted someone was there and I was like, what was it like? And they're like, she definitely has Kim's voice. I should have gone to that. You know what? Actually, I should have, after the drag show, gone home. And then I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Hi, Slops. So I learned a valuable lesson tonight. If a guy's hot and he's like out of your league hot and he's excited to meet you in the middle of the night, baby, he's on drugs.
Yes.
Honey, you can't sniff the line. Bye.
You can't smoke the meth. Yeah.
Or you
yeah, they're on drugs. If it's the middle of the night, if it's anywhere between 2 and 8 a.m., baby, they're on drugs.
Baby, they're doing drugs.
They're on drugs.
Jesus.
Sucks to be ugly, huh?
It does. It's hard.
It is hard. No one gets it. No one gets how hard it is.
Well,
as other ugly people do.
Yeah, I think everyone who like is left of the mainstream sort of conventionally attractive. Who was just saying this? Oh,
and then we
on
get
a future
fetishized
episode
for our
sorry,
fat,
go
chubby
ahead.
bodies.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
And then we get fetishized for our fat, chubby bodies, but they don't want to be friends. They just want to use your body.
Hello, Big Dipper and Meatball, long-time listener, first-time caller. To give you context, I'm a 6'6", 420-pound white non-binary chub with a glorious belly. Once I finally fully embraced my chub and my belly, my sex life has become pretty amazing. Now my question is, when does a fetish become problematic? I get lots of chaser twinks and otters, and I love the size difference and often the age difference and power dynamics. But then I met the tiniest of twinks with a 26-inch waist and his ribs showing, and let's call him Connor, because, well, that's his name. He has zero interest in kissing me, sucking me, bottoming for me, or even jerking me off. He just wants to get naked and rub his cock on my belly, coming on me, and ideally all while I bear hug him and say things like, sink into my fat little boy. Now, I'm always down for some kink, but this makes me feel like an object and not a person. So where is the line in a fetish between being worshipped for my belly's beauty and being used as a fuck toy? Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, I'd stop seeing Connor. Do you love yourself? What would you do?
Like I agree. I would do it like a couple times because
he's hot. and it's
you're just like,
but if
oh,
you're not
this
getting
is
anything
interesting.
from it,
Yes,
then
but
like
if you're not
why
getting
do it?
anything from
Because
it,
maybe, like I say all the time,
you
I'm
can't
gonna
read the
come.
doll.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. What did you say all the time?
I'm gonna come.
You can't read the doll. You can't read the doll. You can't read the doll. Mama,
You can't read the ball. So yeah, Mama, I will be coming. But no, you gotta love. Hey, you said that you came into loving yourself, and it sounds like this person is making you not love yourself.
Yes, exactly.
But what does self-love even mean? Anyway, I gotta respond to that email from my therapist.
So what we were saying before I played that was, I feel like the people who get it are people who are left of the traditional form of attractiveness, like the thing that conventional people go like, oh, you're hot, whatever. Anyone who doesn't fall into that, I think, feels what we feel on any given day. But then also the challenges, like, people remember when people were like, when your ass was out in like athletic shorts on a pod or maybe at a show or something, and someone was calling in like, oh, Meatball has much ass, and everyone was like commenting on your ass.
Yes, that
And
made me feel good though.
Oh, see, because I was gonna say, it's kind of, sometimes it's kind of hard. Sometimes it's like, oh no, you don't actually mean that, or you're just like, it's hard to, we beat ourselves up so much that it becomes hard to take that compliment.
Yeah.
And we see ourselves so much worse in our own eyes than other people see us. Maybe you and I see each other in how we see each other in the mirror.
I think we treat each other like we treat ourselves.
It's possible.
But it's like, which is why it's like we have a thick skin to it. But if someone else were to come up talking to me crazy the way that you do sometimes, it would be over for them.
Likewise.
Like, or it wouldn't be over. Like when those three little children came for me at the bar and I froze.
Yeah. You would be like,
I've never frozen before.
Why are you talking to me like that?
I did the other day. Someone was like talking shitty to one of my friends, and I walked up and I was like, don't fucking talk to them like that. How fucking dare you? Get your hands off of them. And then they tried to like do a similar, because they were drunk, tried to do a similar thing to me. And I went, oh no, what you're not going to do is start talking to me and touching me like that. And it got into like a little heated moment. And I was like, and after I left, I was like, wow, I felt very powerful in that moment. Like defending my friend and myself.
Yes. As you should and did, as Heidi would say.
She's high.
Well, we've made it to the end of the episode.
No, one more call. At this point, I know that you always have an
first time caller, a long time listener.
I have like 25
We're getting closer to elections for the presidential race. I have a story. So, I think 2016, November 3rd, 4th, Trump wins the election. I'm drunk. I eat McDonald's with a houseless person, excuse me. We kiss a little bit. I go behind the Dollar General to suck his lipstick. Nothing else happens. I leave. I get home. I smoke my roommate's weed. And then I see that, that Trump won the election. So, goodbye.
I told you my Trump winning the election story, right?
If you did, I forgot it.
I was at precinct, and there was all these drag queens dressed up like Hillary.
Oh boy!
And he won, and they all started crying, and like the room got sour. And I was there the whole time watching it, being like, "You guys, we're about to lose." Everyone was celebrating before anything, and I was like, "I think Trump's about to win." And everyone was like, "Oh, babe, calm down. That's not going to happen." And I was like, "Babes, it's happening in front of us." And I feel like I sent you a TikTok about it, and I was like, Trump's about to win again. Like it's just going to happen again. And it's going to be 4 years of horror.
Oh, you think it's about to happen?
I think it's about to happen again.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I don't want it to. I don't want to put that energy into the world.
Yeah,
but
so
this is how we all talked about it when Hillary was running, and we were like, there's no way. There's no possible way. There's no way. And then guess what? It fucking happened, and it was awful.
I'm amending that. I don't think there's no way and there's no possible way, but do I think enough of us will be moved to vote against him? Yes. Do I think that vote is incredibly challenging if the option is Joe Biden? Yes. But do I think
we need another option? I don't like Joe Biden either.
That's what I mean. Daddy. Has there ever been a U.S. president who hasn't been a war criminal?
No.
I don't. We also need to look our fucking selves in the mirror as a country and be like, we are a genocidal dictatorship masquerading as a democracy. Like how the rest of the world sees us, girl, we show up places, destroy places, and say, you're going to do what we do in America now and be a democracy, and we're helping you.
Baby, we're not helping. We ain't helped.
Did you see the image of all the countries that recognize Palestine? And it's just like Australia, UK, US, and like 3 or 4 others that don't. It's like 197 countries in the nation are like signed on to represent or recognize Palestine as a country.
Recognizing them as a country doesn't afford America any money, so they don't care.
It's so insane.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
So everyone, I hope you've donated.
And here's what:
some of your money to it is
vote. You know what I mean? Like, this is the system that is in play right now. Even if you don't agree with it, you have a voice to use, and it must be used because the only way to get to the next level of the system.
Yeah. Do not be one of those people that's like, I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote for either, so I just won't, because that's dumb.
There are so many other things on the ballot as well. So many other local offices that make a huge difference, especially in swing states, especially in like Arizona and Pennsylvania and other places. Like, it is not an option to abstain because you don't like what one elected official is doing, be that the highest level elected official. It would rather be a shitty 4 years than an awful 4 years.
Think about it that way, divas.
You know, you'd rather puke once at the bar than like puke, shit your pants, and step on a rat.
Could have all happened in one night.
One of my favorite voter guides.
Oh, I thought you were about to say one of your favorite memories was me stepping on that rat.
No, it's a California and LA County specific voter guide, but it's called Lesser of Two Evils, and it's an incredibly progressive voter guide. So they're basically saying we hate everybody, but here are the lesser of the two evils that are your options, because no one is progressive as we idealistically are. Did you get too serious here at the end for you?
No, I think we never really get political or anything. So
yeah, I mean, I think we do, and we will continue to do as this election year comes. But like, I think a lot of people don't come to us for that. So
yeah, so they've already clicked off.
No, because they want to hear you sing "I'm So Julia."
When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? No.
Hey,
I'm so Julia.
I want to let everybody know.
And if you saw me last night at the Eagle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If you tasted the hot breath.
And to the person in line who let me cut in front of you, thank you. I didn't even ask your name. And when I bolted out of the bathroom, I was so embarrassed that I just kind of like ran.
But they said love the pod?
Yeah, they said love the pod.
So if you are that person, call in. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, I'll give you a free t-shirt.
I do want to let everyone know that former guest of the pod, Ray Dalton, is throwing an event in Tennessee. And I will be going to it. It's called Fornication Fan Fest. And it is in the Tennessee Smoky Mountains at a campsite called Timberfell. So check out fornicationparty.com.
I love this shift for you. You're like, I'm going to slowly get out of music and just get into going to sex parties everywhere.
Or creating spaces where people can be sexually free.
Can't wait for you to tell your parents about this.
They know.
Are they proud?
They're proud that I pay all my bills, that I'm a member of society who has opinions about, politics and the world and the social identity and
But
social
are they proud
justice.
of the sex parties?
I don't know that they would I think my mother would always wish I was just like a rabbi or a lawyer or a doctor. She wants that kind of a community leader, not like one where it's like, hey, I got a bunch of wet holes over here.
Let me lead you to them.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode.
Could I finish what I was saying?
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Sorry.
Yeah. So if you want to come to the Fornication Fan Fest, I will be there. A bunch of different performers. There are workshops. There are sex parties. There's camping. It's June 20th through 23rd. And it is a drug-free event. Get into it, mama. That's it. You're looking for something to promote. She's scrolling on her phone to try to... Why don't you promote your comedy show on May 30th?
If you're in LA, come to the Little Sweeties at UCB in Franklin. That's the only UCB now.
And Franklin.
And Franklin.
She wrote an amazing diary.
No. So come to that. It's gonna be fun. It's me, Nori Reed, and it's hosted by Ryan Asher. If you are in Seattle, come to Unicorn Pride. It's gonna be me and Bitch Puddin' and Sigourney Weaver. If you're in Columbus, Ohio on June 15th, come to State Street Pride. It is me, Landon Sider, and who's the girl that won UK?
Versus the World.
Lawrence Chaney, and also Saint from Dragula. So I can maybe finally be like, hey, why'd you block me?
She could be like, for all the shit you talked about me on your pod.
It was all true. Goodbye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday.
Goodbye.
For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Technical direction by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.